No fucking choice. You know I was ready to run that bitch in there again. Still don't matter. I'm still gonna get him. You gotta protect the outside, Goofy. You gotta protect the outside. Oh,
that's gonna go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's cool though. That bad boot. Don't worry about it.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds.
He's scamming for this, brother.
They'll keep possession.
Now my niggas can't get open on goal line. Yeah, the fuck. All right. Oh, you know what? It was just one play. I never forget that shit. That shit used to be like a glitch type shit, dummy.
Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession.
Yeah, but I don't think they got it in this playbook right here. They don't.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Prescott now.
Yo, come on, bro. I'm going for this shit. This nigga suck ass. I'm going for this shit. This nigga suck, bro.
A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th.
Fuck, though, you think so? Watch this shit.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, that's pass interference, bro. Yo, the nigga ran straight into my man.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
No, fuck no. That lineman catching him, look. Well, I tell you, that lineman catching him. Fuck out of here. He's scamming, bro. Yo, you ain't see this nigga run right into my man?
Charles, not only is that an interception,
that's phony, yo. They be scamming for these bum-ass teams, yo. Hey, look at that. The nigga straight ran into Zeke. To the point I couldn't even make it over that bitch. Come on, yo. I don't want to see this shit, yo. Try this bum-ass nigga name.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Pass the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. 50 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sanders' kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Gaskin again on second down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
29 is the mic. Go, get out there, get out there. We're pretty quiet. Hey, 2-2.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Play action, now it's Tua. Throw right side complete to Carter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Hey, 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 5-5. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Prescott to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They'll buy some time right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.